Hey y'all, I've got my 3 desktop and 3 mobile screens done for Handel's Homemade Ice Cream and Yogurt's redesign, and just wanted to walk you through how to generate a share link and a PDF for the required post here in this module. So I'll just also say that in Thursday's module, be on the lookout for a non-graded assignment on Thursday that will go into some of the tips and tricks for setting up prototyped links and creating an interactive prototype, as well as just some helpful demos on hero images, creating navigations, and things like that. So while on Thursday that module won't be graded, it will help you kind of level up your design for this project. And so be on the lookout for that. It'll definitely help add an extra bonus to the work that you're doing in Adobe XD, but there's already a lot in this module. And so I wanted to kind of have that focused on Thursday. So let me walk through real quick what we're looking for in this assignment as you post your prototypes of your redesign for your peers to review on Thursday evening at 11:59 p.m. So here I am. I've got my 3 desktop images done here. Our desktop screens designed here. I've got my ended up with 4 mobile designs. I've included a mobile navigation here, and I'll show you why that's really helpful in a second. But let's just check these out real quick. So I'll show you what I've got for my final that I would be submitting if I was as a student in this class. So we've looked at the preview link before. So if you select your first desktop image, your first desktop artboard, you can hit this play button, and it actually brings up for you the actual viewport with the breakpoint there already assigned. So I can scroll and see what this is going to look like. Now, like I said, I'm going to include some info on how to create hotspots and actually begin to prototype this out in Thursday's module. I've got these already laid out within this final prototype. So if I click on menu, I'm actually jumping to my menu screen. I've also got this fixed navigation, another plug for Thursday night's module. We'll walk through that just real quickly. Where that stays fixed as I scroll down the page. And then I also can jump over to fundraising and see that as well. So I've got my 3 screens. I'm really excited about that. Let me show you real quickly then my mobile view as well. So on my mobile design, I've got, as I scroll down the page, very similar to desktop, just responding to mobile there. Another cool thing we'll be going over Thursday is how to create these overflow menus so I can scroll left and right as well, which is really cool within this. I've created my mobile menu, and so I can click on this and actually jump into my menu page and actually go through and experience that. Again, I've got this kind of left-right scroll set up so I can actually demonstrate what the user is going to be able to experience on the phone themselves as they experience this new Handel's website. And let me show you the actual fundraising page here. So really excited about this site. I feel like it's got a great start to it. It's got really excited about this design. And again, I'll be going over some of those little added features, those added bonuses to create those prototypes, to create some of those interactive features as well in Thursday's menu or Thursday's module. So real quickly, let me just show you how to create and generate a share link as well as the PDF. So y'all have already created PDFs in Adobe XD for the mood board. So you would do the same thing as well. Let me just show you. I have all 3 of these selected and then all of my mobile artboards as well. And I would just be going up to File and export my selected artboards. And so if you only have these artboards within your, if you only have, the artboards for your redesign of your prototype in here, you can also go to File, Export All Artboards. And you'd want to export it as a PDF and make sure you follow the naming instructions as well. So this assignment has you submitting 2 things. Well, 3 actually. 1, your PDF. 2, the share link. And 3, your 200 to 300 words detailing out what you did in your final design. So the PDF is the same as you've done for mood boards. Let me show you then the share link as well. So up in the top left corner of Adobe XD, they have the home, design, prototype, and share. To generate your share link, what you'll do is you'll click on this share module or the share tab, and you see the interface changes a little bit. you'll go over here to the right hand side and you'll select the link for your prototype. You want it selected for design review here. There's other options, and we might go into these a little more in depth later, but design review is what you'll select, and link access anybody with this link. You generate the link, and we'll wait for it. I don't have any waiting music, so hopefully it doesn't take too long. All right, there we go, 100%. And it'll generate the share link. What you'll do is you'll copy that share link, and you'll submit it as part of your post. Make sure you include that share link. That's helpful for me to go in and actually make sure, one, that it's in Adobe XD, two, that you actually kind of followed the layout instructions for your viewport and your desktop and mobile sites as well. And so make sure you have the share link and the PDF as a part of your final submission. Let me just bring that in here and show you what that looks like. So if I open up a new tab and paste that link here, this is what it will ultimately end up looking like. So here I'll be able to see what your design looks like. Make sure that you follow the requirements so you can see that it's part of the same window. I know that it's been created in Adobe XD. I can actually, if you have some of those prototypes and interactive links set up, like we'll walk through in Thursday's video, I can click and see how you've set those up as well. And then also if you have mobile and some of these extra kind of added features, I'll be able to see what mobile looks like as well. So this link is what you'd be looking for. Maybe just put it in your browser, test it out, make sure it looks good. I'll be able to see that you have the minimum number of screens, which would be 6 total. Here I have 7 because I've included the menu itself. Yeah, including the PDF and this share link are requirements for this post. Let me go just back through into this module here itself. So we've already talked about, you've already had a chance to review all the great content that's a part of this module to help get you set up foundationally in Adobe XD. But then also, like I said, Thursday night's post is going to have some great content for some added bonus, deep dives into creating navigations and hero images and some of those interactive pieces of content that I walked through on my prototype. But let me just go down here and walk through the instructions again for you. This video will be right above here. And so this post is just like the same as it's been for wireframes for mood boards in the past. It's a 10-point rubric, so 5 points maximum for your submitted work. Did you follow the requirements? Does it look good? Is the experience solid? Did you follow all of the required things necessary for this post? And then we'll grade it based on those 5 points. The other 5 points is based off your peer review and feedback. So if you're not taking advantage of that, please do so. If you maybe didn't do so well on your actual submission for your work, and let's say you got a 3, but you do great in your peer review, well, now you have an 8 out of 10 possibly. As opposed to if you didn't do any peer review, now you have a 3 out of 10. So peer review is your opportunity perhaps to go from an F to a C or a B. And so please take advantage of that. Maximum 5 points based off your feedback. If you're giving great feedback with great instruction and ideas on how they can improve, then you're doing a good job and you would ultimately get a 5. If you're just kind of phoning it in and saying great job and being a cheerleader, you might be somewhere around 3 or 2. So just make sure you do all the required posts for this. Your first post is due on the 4th, Thursday the 4th at 11:59 p.m. That post needs to include the PDF plus your share link, which will be detailed like we just did in this video. The file should include the 6 prototype screens, 1 for desktop and mobile for each of those 3 screens that you've selected. Your desktop dimensions are going to be 1366 pixels wide, and your breakpoint will be 768 tall. Your desktop view is probably going to be much longer than 768 pixels. I walked through that in the grid and layout video. Your mobile screens are going to be 376 pixels wide by 812 breakpoint tall. Your mobile site's likely going to be much longer than that, as you've seen in my examples. And that first post is due by Thursday at 11:59 p.m. You need to include those 6 screens plus your PDF plus your share link and those 200 to 300 words explaining your thinking behind the design itself. We're keeping those same groups. And then on Sunday night at 11:59 p.m., this is the second post required for this 10-point scale. You'll give that peer review, that peer feedback, like you guys have been doing a great job so far. So just wanted to walk through this video and walk through my final design. how to generate the PDF, how to generate the share link itself, and then go over some of the instructions for this submission for this module assignment itself. So let me know if you have any questions. Hopefully that was helpful. Excited to see what y'all come up with in your redesigns. Definitely be looking in that Thursday module as well to maybe have a little bit more info around the header images, the hero images, and things like that. Some of the kind of added features to creating your prototype in Adobe XD. But hopefully this is great and good enough to get you started, and I'll chat with y'all on Thursday. Thanks, y'all.